Yeah, so we got $118,000 over asking price for this North Tustin home, and it was even a fixer-upper. But we never even put a sign in the yard. We never had it in the multiple listing service, and we never even had a bunch of showings. We showed it to a small handful of people. So how do we do that? Okay, so now before you say, hey, Anthony, well, you only got $118,000 over asking price on that house because it was a hot real estate market, and I can tell you that that's not the case. Because first of all, we've been doing this for years, but also this seller was perfectly happy taking the offer that they were about to accept, $118,000 less, believing in their own mind that they were in fact getting top dollar for their house. But with our technique, we showed them that they were wrong, and we got them a whole lot more money for it. Okay, so think about the latest iPhone, the newest iPhone that came out. Is it difficult for Apple to come up with an iPhone? No. They know where to get the parts, they know who can build it, and they know who can do it cheap. If you had to guess how much the cost of an iPhone is, a new iPhone, I would guess it maybe costs Apple $100 for that phone. And what do? They turn around and they sell it for $1,000. Well, how do they do that? Did they just go design it, build it, and then drop off a box of them over here at Best Buy and say, hey, get your Apple or iPhone right here. It's available. Just go get it. Okay, so Apple would never just take a box of iPhones and drop them off at Best Buy and say, hey, stick them up on the shelf. I hope you can sell them, right? Never would they do this. They follow a very specific marketing plan. And if you look at the launch of an iPhone, you'll see that many months before the iPhone comes on the market or is available for purchase, information that a potential new iPhone is being leaked, right? Who do you think is doing the leaking? And then maybe a feature or some little bell or whistle gets leaked, and then maybe another leak, a few leaks down the road, and this is causing a lot of curiosity with people who are big iPhone fans. They're like going, oh, what's coming? These sound kind of neat. This sounds like good stuff. Maybe I want one of these. And then they make an official release and they say, yes, it's true. You caught us. Boy, I don't know how you found out about all those things. We don't know who's leaking all this information. Us. Right? It's part of their marketing plan. And then now they make this release and everybody goes, oh, great, a new iPhone. I want it. And they list 2 or 3 or 4 of the new features. And then after they list the 2 or 3 or 4 features, what they do is then in a few weeks, they list another new feature that they added because they didn't know that they were going to add that feature months ago, right? And then they add another feature and maybe even another feature. And this is happening over weeks and weeks and weeks. And then they finally tell you the one thing that they haven't told you at all. What's that? The date. Yeah, they haven't even told you when it's going to be released because it's still in development. We're working on it. And so everybody's in anticipation of this iPhone coming out. And they finally say it will be available on this date. And usually that's weeks and months away, right? And so with that being weeks and months away, people are just going crazy. It's just driving them bananas. And of course, Apple marketing team keeps dropping little things that they want people to know about the phone just to keep that frenzy going in their head. Oh my gosh, I have to have one of those phones, right? And then the day comes when the phone gets released, and what happens? For a couple of days in advance, you got people sitting outside in tents, living in tents. Why? So that they can be one of the first to say that they got the new iPhone. Okay? Well, it's kind of the same thing in real estate. I mean, I hope you would expect that whoever markets your home for you would do the same thing. But unfortunately, that is very, very, very rarely ever the case. What most agents do is they go and they sign a contract with you and they get the listing, and that's great. And then they'll take pictures with their phone. Maybe it's the new iPhone. I don't know. So it might be okay quality photos, but they're definitely not professional photos. Sometimes they even do it in vertical mode, right? Up and down instead of sideways like that. And there's not a single platform out there that has vertical mode pictures for promoting their properties. But whatever, that's, I guess that's how they're doing it. And so it comes across really poor. They write a mediocre description because they're in a rush, and then they plop it in the MLS and let it sit there. Now, granted, if it's a hot market, it's going to still sell. If it's in a buyer's market, it's going to sit a long time. But where's the frenzy? Where's the scarcity? Where's the excitement about this property in advance? It doesn't exist. So you might as well just throw it in just a box of junk houses with every other house that's out there. So I just call this my listing launch formula. It's just what I call it. And we've been doing it for a long time. And if you go and look in the MLS, you're going to see that there's not a lot of listings with my name on it. And the reason is because a lot of them don't make it into the MLS, because we get those buyers for your house who understand what is available and what's there, and get them excited about it long before. And when I say long, I'm talking about a couple weeks, not months like Apple, okay, or a year. We're talking about, maybe a couple of weeks, get people excited about it so that when the time comes, they want to be the one to own that house. It doesn't matter if it's a mega mansion, doesn't matter if it's a studio condo. It doesn't matter if it's pristine condition, doesn't matter if it's a total fixer-upper. Every time we get top dollar. So if you'd like to learn more about it and how we do it, I'm happy to chat. Just feel free to give me a call and we can talk about how to apply that to your property. Whether you have us do it or, you want to do it on your own, that's up to you. But we're willing to help in whatever way is necessary to help you get your objective achieved of getting top dollar for your house. Alrighty, take care. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.